everyone, it's Holly the Twister Sister, and for today's Friday advice video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I pack for a convention. It's actually, right now when I'm filming this, the night before I fly out to Kapital Kidvention up in DC, and so I'm getting my jam backpack ready, and I'm going to show you my process for how I get ready and what kind of things I bring when I go to a jam or a convention. A lot of you have been asking about how I pack my balloon kit in my bag. This isn't an everyday kit or how I pack for parties exactly, but hopefully this will give you a good idea of what to expect, what I expect to run into at conventions, and what I bring along to prepare. So I've got a whole bunch of stuff here on my table in front of me, and this is pretty much all the stuff that I'm planning to take to the convention with me, and I'm going to fit it all in this brand new jam backpack. Now, I have always gone to conventions with the Ron Fowler balloon, what is it, a Swazdi folder, balloon folder thing. I love that bag. It's perfect for going to jams and conventions, and if you're a serious balloon twister, you need to get yourself a Ron Fowler balloon twisting bag. He's Flower Clown on YouTube, and he does videos showing you all of his products and demoing how the bags and the kits work, and they're fantastic. They are made and designed especially for balloon twisters. Everything is thought so well through for just the type of a bag that would be perfect for a balloon twister. This is not that, but this is really cool. So the different manufacturers that I work with to produce different products for my web store at thetwistersister.com, they put out new products and things that we can use from time to time, and this backpack popped up as something that I could customize with my own prints and patterns and put on my website to drop ship to you guys. And when I saw it, I was like, that would be a really fun jam backpack, or maybe even an everyday balloon twisting kit. I haven't used it like that, and I don't know if it would hold up to a lot of really heavy balloons and a lot of use, but I'm going to be testing this out at Kapital Kidvention for the first time. So this is like the first time that I'm stuffing this bag with balloons. You guys get to do it with me, and we'll see how it works. Let me tell you a bit about these backpacks really quick, just so you kind of get an overview of what they look like. They're actually sold from my manufacturer as like a diaper bag, but I saw it and I was like, no, 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 that is a balloon twister bag, honey. Okay, so it's a backpack, which means that it has straps on the back, which is great for a convention because there's a lot of shopping and vendors at conventions and just a lot of walking around in general. And it's great to be able to just strap this on your back and have both hands free. Also, I think it's great for traveling because I always end up putting my balloon kit inside of my checked-on luggage, and it's heavy and it adds a lot of weight to my checked-in luggage, and I'm always overweight, and sometimes I have to pay for that overweight luggage. Sometimes they let me off with, you know, a nice smile and a friendly face, but if, you know, my luggage is too heavy now, I can just pull this out of it, strap it on my back, and go through the airport, and it'll just be my carry-on, and that'd be fine. Of course, remember to take your scissors out before you do that, but I'm looking forward to having this as an option. That'll be great. It's got big, deep pockets on either side here. You can also use the handles on the top of it to carry it if you don't want to wear it as a backpack. This front flap opens, and we've got 3 big pockets, and these are lined with like an aluminum metallic type of material. So I think that is in order to keep things hot or cold if you put like a bottle in there, since it's a diaper bag. But it's also great for, you know, if you have any spillage or anything in here, it's not going to I guess come through that. It's got a mesh, a big front pocket here that's mesh, and looking at that, I was just thinking this would be a great place to throw my scraps when I'm busy working, to keep them off the ground and from dirtying up the place. Just throw them in here. It's a nice big pocket for scraps. Now, the thing I love most about this bag is how it opens on the top. It opens up flat. So you get a nice flat top here. There's a metal rod lining the top of this. So it's nice and rigid, and it will stay open flat. It's like this perfect little rectangle on the top. And then you can see it's a nice deep backpack, and it's the perfect height for putting your balloons in here, nozzles up or standing up straight, and your balloons do not stick over the top. So when you're working, little kids can't really see over the top of this, so they're going to be less inclined to like get their hands all up on your balloons because they'd have to reach up, over, and down to get to your balloons, but you standing up beside your bag can see everything in here just fine. And there's even pockets on the inside. You've got 2 deep pockets on either side, 2 here in the front, and 1 zippered pocket across the back. So that's a real quick overview of the backpack. I'm going to show you now how I'm going to stuff it for Kapital Kidvention. So first things first, I'm taking 2 pumps. I'm taking a 160 pump and my 260 pump. This is my old trusty. I've had it for years. I always take it to events and everywhere with me. These both fit great in the outside pocket, but for traveling, I think I'm going to put them on the inside just so that they don't come out and get lost in the rest of my luggage anywhere. I don't want to break one of those nozzles off. So they sit down there just fine, and you can close the backpack with both pumps in there. You can see he's just barely trying to stick out of the top here. All right, so I've got those in. Next, we've got our scissors. I'm just going to put these in one of these front pockets here. Business cards are always a great thing to take to conventions. These are the business cards for Twister Sister Studios, so advertising my clothing and apparel store, my training and education stuff. I'm going to put these up here in a front pocket. I'm taking a bunch of markers because you never know what color markers you're going to need, and I'm using the zippered pocket for my markers, and they just are perfect to hang sort of sticking, picking up over the top of that zipper. So I'm leaving the zipper open and just hooking my markers with their little clippy things right over that front zipper. So it's the perfect little depth for markers. So if they do happen to come off of here, they're not going to like fall down to your bottom of your bag, never to be seen again. I've lost plenty of markers that way and then found them later. I am taking some headbands. I love headbands, and these fit both in the outside pockets. So if I was working at an event, this would be a place that I would really like to kind of hide my headbands. But they also fit on the inside pocket here on the side. So I think that's where I'm going to store mine for traveling. Stickers, I like to take eye stickers, bling stickers, everything. There's 2 skinnier pockets here on the front of the backpack, and that would be great little pockets. They're pretty deep. Those would be nice for stickers if you want to take glue dots, gems, whatever kind of stuff you like to take. Oh, I'm also taking these little things that hold my sticks up in case I'm in a room where I can display some balloons on sticks. I like to have those with me. Speaking of sticks, you can fit, I believe these are 18-inch balloon sticks, will fit inside of this backpack, and you can close it up and zip it closed with the sticks inside of it. And that was always something that I've had trouble with every other balloon kit bag that I've tried, is the sticks. They always have to be like in the corner, and then you just zip it up and leave the sticks sticking out off to the side. They get bent, they fall out, and you can fit these all the way inside of this bag and zip it closed with sticks inside. But I'm going to save that for the end so that I can put them sort of in the middle. Okay, next, I take just an assortment when it comes to balloons. I don't have really any rhyme or reason to what I take. I just grab a little bit of everything. There are certain colors and certain types of balloons that I know I use a lot for like every design, and I'll bring a bunch of those, like white 5-inch rounds. But I grabbed some linking balloons, heart shapes, geos, a couple of prints that you don't know if you're going to use, but might as well have them anyway. So I just grab a whole bunch of stuff. And the way that I combine these all together is I'll just make little clusters like this. So I'll just grab about, I don't know, 20 to 30, hold it in my hands, and I'll take a rubber band, or lately I've been enjoying using the nozzle of a 350. I have a bunch of gray 350s that I literally bought a decade ago, like for real 10 years ago. So they are not smelling too good. They're not that usable, but I've been cutting off the nozzles of those, and they make great little rubber bands that are perfect to go around a cluster of balloons like this, and you don't have to like flip this back over on itself and go around multiple times. Just flip it over the top once, and that's it. And then once you've got your clusters, you can just grab a 260 scrap And you can thread your 260 through that little rubber band that you put around your cluster and slide it down. Okay, I saw Ron Fowler demonstrate this. I think it was at a Twist and Shout. And so then you can just have all of your little odds and ends type of balloons all together and held together like this, and you can fit a lot on one 260. And so I'm just going to put this little cluster on here now and slide it through. And then to store this, you can use these front pockets, I think is what I would use. If I am out working, I would probably just set this here in the front so that I could see what I have and easily grab something. You can use the side pockets. We'll probably have room to put it inside the bag if we wanted to do that. But there's a whole bunch of different places you can decide to put those. You can use these front pockets. Maybe this one's rounds, hearts, whatever. It doesn't have the mesh pockets that balloon kits will have where you can see all your rounds and they're all individually pocketed and organized that way. This is just for going to a jam or a convention, so I don't need 100 balloons of every size, shape, color, and print. Okay, now let's get on to the long twisty balloons. This is another product from Ron Fowler that I'll be using to roll all of these guys up together, but I'll demo that when we get to there. So what I've done here is I've just made a pile of 260s, 160s, 350s, just grabbed some colors, some of the bags that were close to being empty. I just grabbed everything and just made this big pile here of all the balloons that I want to take. Now, I want to keep my bag as light as possible because I'm traveling and extra weight is expensive when you fly. So this is not an everyday kit that I would make. If it was, I would do this part a little bit differently. But for a convention, I just usually grab a bunch of everything that I have. Okay, and then I'm going to take what I'm going to do for this, since I'm using this Ron Fowler product. I can't remember what this one is called. It's like a sushi roll. I'm just going to take handfuls of these longer balloons and tie them into bunches. And then once I've done all that, I'll show you how I'm going to put them in this little sushi wrap. Okay, so let me go ahead and get started. I'm just grabbing a handful at a time. And I know if you're like OCD, this is probably going to drive you crazy that I'm not keeping certain colors together and separating them out. Just like, I don't have time for it. So we're just going to go quick and dirty just like this. All right, so I'm just going to make bunches like that until I've done all of these balloons. All right, that was the last one. That happened so fast. So here's all the balloons that I am taking to Kapital Kidvention. You can kind of look and see if you want to what I've got, but it's just a little bit of what I thought I would need. You never know what you're going to be making at a convention, so I just bring a little bit of everything. I'm taking a bunch of yellow 160s because I'm going to need these for the workshop I'm teaching, and then these were already loaded in here so you can kind of see how it works. So this little guy, which links to Ron Fowler stuff, will be down in the description because you should definitely get yourself some. This works by you just take your little bundles of balloons and you can stick them up through these little tunnels. Let's call them tunnels. I don't know what else to call them. And that will hold your balloons in here nicely, and then we roll it all up at the end and stuff it in our backpack. And then we'll keep all our balloons nice and organized and upright so that as we start to use our balloons, the ones left don't like fall down because there's nothing holding them up. Now, I believe that Ron actually designed this for the Nozzles Up bags. So that would be one of these bags where all your balloons come already facing upwards, the same direction. And then you can easily load this guy up by just sliding this bag down through those slots, and you're ready to go. Since we're not taking full bags of individual colors, that's why I did it like this. So I'm just going to take my little bunches, and all we're going to do is just thread them up through these tunnels, and I'm only going to do the top one. You don't really need to do this bottom one when you do it like this, but you can if you want to, but I like to go fast. So I'm just going to do my little bunches through these little tunnels and fill this guy up, and then we'll wrap it all up at the end. Okay, so we've got all of our balloons slotted in here. Again, if this is going to be for an event or a gig, where I'd be working multiple hours. I would not do it like this because the colors are all mixed up and it's not efficient at all for getting the colors that you want quickly and moving your line along. But for a jam, it doesn't matter so much. So there are 2 straps on this thing. Make sure that you are working from the opposite end of those straps. And we're just going to start rolling this like it's a sushi roll. So just roll it on up, and I'm not doing it super tight or anything like that. It doesn't need to be really tight. And then when we get it all rolled up, I just take my strings around here and tie them together. And I do tie them kind of tight because I don't want it to come undone, but that is it. All your balloons are standing up nice and straight, and we can just put this in our backpack. It's really easy to change kits. You just take this out and put it into your other kit if you want to. So if you already have a balloon twisting kit, really easy to get ready for a jam. Just take your sushi roll and put it in your jam backpack and you're done. So I want to show you, let me zip this up here. So I'm going to zip up this front pocket so I can show you what's going on the inside of our backpack now that we've got our balloons in here. You can see where they sit. The top of the balloons are kind of right below the tops of the markers, so you can see all of your marker tops really well easily. That way you can get what you need. And then it's super easy to close this up. Your balloons are standing up straight in here, and this can still close right over the top of them. And I just love it. Okay, so you can see we have a lot of extra space in here, so I'm probably going to do a lot of shopping at the vendor room. Just kidding. But you could load this thing up with a lot of balloons. This will really fit a lot. So I'm going to take my balloon sticks here, and I'm just going to slide them in on the side of my sushi roll here. That way when I close this backpack up, they're going to kind of be in the middle, and that'll give them as much room as possible so that we can zip this right over the top. You see, if you push this down, you can kind of see that these are right at the very tippy top of our backpack. But we can zip this up right over them, and there goes our pump as well. And you got 2 zippers, one on either side, so you can just zip it in the middle if you like to do that. And now you're ready to travel and go have fun at your next balloon twisting convention. The other thing that's nice about this backpack is if you're someone like me who uses a lot of your own menus that you print and take out to your events, I usually do mine on this type of paper, 8.5 by 11 glossy photo paper, and then I can fold it up into just like this small little compact menu, and that will fit right on the side of this backpack. It's the perfect width for that size piece of paper. And then when you close this up, it sits down about right here, and so that paper is not getting bent or folded or smashed at all. So it's really good for your menus as well. I wish there was like a separate pocket for the menus that was like the full length of the inside of this backpack. If I had designed this myself, I would have, but I just made the print and did the pretty artwork. So that's how I'm packing for Kapital Kidvention. I hope you guys liked seeing this and how I'm getting ready. If you're interested in getting your own backpack, I have these in a bunch of different prints on our website available now. I think they're like $48. Really not too terribly expensive, and these are really fun. I think that they're well made and good quality. This again will be my first time testing it out in an actual event, so I'll let you know if anything breaks or falls apart, but I don't think it will. Everything seems really well made, and I'm happy with this product. So check it out at thetwistersister.com. I'll put a link directly to it in the description below. And then again, if you're really serious about getting into twisting, make sure that you save up for a Ron Fowler twisting bag for your actual day-to-day kit, because his are the best that I've tried, and I just can't say enough good things about the bags that he's making. He's doing really great work with them, and he's helping employ people in lower income countries that can really use the work, and they do a great job. So check out Ron Fowler's bag, check out this one, and hopefully I'll see you at a convention in 2020. The next one I'll be going to will be Kapital Kidvention West in Arizona this summer, June, July. I think it's like right at the end of June, beginning of July. So hopefully you can book your ticket and come out and meet me, and then maybe we'll have the same backpack and we can jam together. I'll put my name on here so nobody takes mine home. All right. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like to see more content like this, make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell. And please give this video a thumbs up. It really does help me out more than you know, and I appreciate that. It's a great free way for you to let me know that you like what I'm doing here on my Twister Sister channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Here's a few suggestions to check out. See you in one of those. Until then, happy twisting, everyone. Bye-bye.